Hey Taurus, so I'm back. So this is your February 2020. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. All right. Let's see. Past. So I'm doing past, present, future, and then what's gonna help and hinder you guys for this month. Okay. So we got the 10 of Swords that came up for your past, and in your January 2020 reading, which I just did, recap. It talks about you guys beginning new cycles. And this is answering a calling in the past. So the 10 of Swords in the traditional deck, and that came up for you guys too. In traditional deck, it has a man lying on the ground with 10 swords in him. And basically, it's a body that's been bled out and stuff like that. So it's time to just like go ahead and clean it up and put it to rest. Like this is talking about ending cycles and the need to end cycles. And this deck, this talks about answering a calling. We got the rooster here. Cock-a-doodle-doo, y'all. I have a rooster outside my, roosters outside of my house. And every time my cousin comes down here, she's a Capricorn. So it's unrelated. I did Capricorn first though, so that's weird. Earth signs. It makes sense. Earth signs. And every time she comes down here, that rooster be like underneath the window, just like, cock-a-doodle-doo. They'll make that sound. But that's what it sounds like. And I'm like, okay, there's something that you need to answer to, okay? There's a calling. So this talks about a message or an announcement. Again, answering to a calling, okay? Answering to this I can't even think about it. I want to call it a crow. Crows are another sign of like spiritual awakening. Like if you see like all these crows appear out of nowhere, like you're being called to pay attention. Basically, pay attention to nature. There's a bird here. Pay attention to nature. Give me a present card, because that's all it is, and you'll be fine. That's funny. This came up again. This 3 of Pentacles dropped out. So again, like kindred spirits. I'm not going to take this as a present, but I think this is the message that wants to come out. So kindred spirits, and again, admiring this craftsmanship. Like really just, you're seeing things that you want to be a part of. You're seeing things that you want to do. Behind it though, we got this Ace of Swords in reverse and this 2 of Pentacles in reverse. An unbalancedness with this 2 of Pentacles. And also this is my Temperance card in the Illuminated Tarot deck. This talks about, the Temperance talks about being patient because you know what's to come. This is like not having that patience. Or just feeling like, especially with the Judgment, because this is my Judgment card. So it's in reverse here. 8, energetic currency. Again, Pentacles currency. This is like you, again, figuring out who you want to spend your energy towards. Like the stuff that you want to, like you're at a decision, like you're making decisions about who stays and who goes in your life, basically. And I think that's what you have been called to do. I guess it's like November. It's just like you are manifesting this friendship group that you want, or these kindred spirits, but you're also being called to let go of, release. And then 8 and 2 is 10 again. Yeah, you have a brand new cycle here, and you're releasing like these old patterns. You're releasing these old cycles with people, again, with the 3 of Pentacles, with people who match your energy, basically. That's all it is. Pentacles is your energy, baby. Energetic currency. These people got to match your energy. Give me a present card for Taurus. And if the present and the future want to come out, because y'all want to interchange, that'd be okay too. Because it's hard to predict, you know. And I'm not trying to make a prediction. What I do here is look at the energy, where it came from, and where it's going. Currently, you guys are the 2 of Swords in reverse. And this is my Hanged Man in reverse also. those two cards definitely were significant in your January 22 reading. Because I said with the Two of Swords that you guys had a choice. You have a decision to make. Being at a crossroads. And then with the Hangman here, this is being able to see a different perspective or needing to see a different perspective. Very much in your head this month. But with these swords. And again, with the Hangman, I said in the last reading with the Hangman, that was just like you, again, needing to see a different perspective. Really honing in what you want, what you don't want, like taking a step back to really figure this out, okay? But your new beginning is already here. So we got 10 and then 2. I see 1, 2, 1, 0, 2. Those might be significant numbers to you. 1, 0, 2. Might be an address. Okay, so that's 3. Whatever, 3 is confirmation. So if it popped up in your head, this is what this is confirming. Yeah, a lot of swords energies, guys. Yeah, because I'm seeing a parent and a child, parent-child relationships. We got those swords cards again. Go back and watch January 2020 if you're called to it. Another swords popped out as your future. 3 of Swords. Again, this is with your current energy of where you are for February and just where you, like what your month is going to kind of be like. And this is your energy. This is just like what you're putting out into the universe, but what you put out is what you receive essentially. You have the 3 of Swords that just came out in your future. And the 3 of Swords talks about like, and this is traditionally in the Rider-Waite, it talks about heartbreak. But in this card, this talks about understanding your feelings. Understanding one's own feelings. I'm here, overcoming desires, overcoming heartbreak. This is more, and this is my Illuminated Tarot deck is my happy-go-lucky deck. It makes everything so much more positive, which that's what we need. There's a little positivity. And then 3 came up again. So whatever it is that popped up in your mind about what this could be or what this is, that is it. 3 is confirmation. When you see 3s, 3, 3, 3, whatever you're thinking about, sometimes I'll be thinking about, oh, what was I thinking about? You can get in that tangent, but you got to learn to get yourself out of it and just recall the thought that you had because something is being confirmed for you, okay? This is one of those things where you, this is called intuition. And this is, again, when I said pay attention to crows, because I be counting crows if it's a sizable amount, but if it's too many, then you're being called to awaken and just pay attention to nature because nature will really reveal some shit to you. And I guess that's just the cliche-ness of it. You guys are more grounded and practical in your thought, which is why you're in your head right now. Take your signs, okay? What wants to come in and what's sideways is this Ace of Cups. Just this energy that's being washed over you. I'm here for the month of February, and then we have hearts here. So definitely, this is the month of love. This is what people think about. These are the colors, pink and green with springtime. This is the energy that we get in February. And this is the energy that's being washed over you. And I'm hearing that you need to surrender. Surrender with the 2 of Swords in reverse. The Hangman reverse. And again, answer to this calling. And you are actually, because you made the choice with the 10 of Swords coming up to answer the calling in the past. So now that you're here, you're seeing this perspective. It's asking you to release, surrender, and take in this perspective. Because currently you're on a path of heartbreak. Currently you're on a path to really, and again with these 3s, as we talked about 3s with like just your kindred spirit. This came up again, Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. You're laying your groundwork. And then I'm thinking about the Beaver spirit because I have a card in here where it shows like the beavers and they handle like the dam. Now every time I see that card, I just think about someone else doing most of the work. Lay your foundation about how you want this new beginning to go. And you will do that by taking these negative thoughts that you have and turning them into positive ones. Okay, what if this happens? Yeah, what if this happens? The positive about that. So if you have a negative thought, your homework will be to what is the positive of that thought and go with that. 9. Yeah, definitely your ended cycles. Like you're being called to end like these cycles where you're in your head. Especially about decisions that you, because the Two of Swords in reverse. When I see that, you already had made a decision about what you wanted. You just gotta live it now or accept it, because that's what it is. 2 is make peace with it, and it's so funny because the Dove Spirit just came out, and I'm sorry, I have a friend in the room, and I wanted to show her like the Dove Spirit just came out, and it says, "Make peace." Be peace. Be peace. 2 is making peace with it. Okay, make peace with these changes that are happening and lay your groundwork because you are in your new beginning, okay? 2 is making peace again. 1 is an initiation. 1 is a beginning. And then 3, again, what it is that you were thinking about, that is what this is confirming. Or what you have been thinking about. Because again, with all these swords, this is something that's been heavily on your mind about like changes that you have to make. Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. 5 is change. 9, end of cycles. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could have did that in my head. 14. Sometimes I got to count it out. When I count it out like that, I just see you progressing. So we went from 9. Again, ending of cycles. 10 is that new beginning. 11 again, making wishes, awakenings. 12, 13, 14, which 1 would be a beginning for you're being guided through this beginning, and then 5 again is change. Definitely a lot of change on the horizon. A lot of people don't like change like that. I don't like change. Or maybe you do like change. But you want to change up your what makes you comfortable. And sometimes that's what the issue is. So what's going to help and hinder you for February 2020? And again, for my Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, anything you'd like to know about me is in my description box, y'all. Y'all can join me over on Instagram and Facebook. I'm here in New Orleans, so I do also face-to-face readings. So if you're in town, hit me up. We can meet at a bar. Have a bar reading. I like reading at bars. I like reading at loud places for whatever reason. It's because there are more confirming things around. Like I can really work with the elements when I'm reading. Okay. So, help and hinder for Taurus for February. I'm being prompted to pull a new future card for you guys. We got the 10 of fucking hearts right here. All right, and there's another one behind it. Okay, and when I was shuffling early, the J of Cups actually came up. This is putting your ideas to play. Yay! Accepting this new beginning and putting your ideas to play. Those are your new future cards, both hearts cards. So it talks about passion and like your love. Again, you're letting this energy of this Ace of Cups wash over you. Wash over you. Well, I feel like I heard a song, something like that. But you're letting this energy wash over you. So you're putting your ideas into play. And it's like with the 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups, that came up in the last reading. I have to read, y'all, because this is exciting. Because this is what I was feeling for y'all when I first was getting y'all energy. I was like, okay, I feel like February gonna be lit for y'all. Yes. So you letting your guard go about something or dropping. Again, you're releasing stuff. So like you're dropping your guard. It's here with the 5 of Cups. That's something that you kind of regret it, putting like your passion towards that or putting like your energy, especially like your emotional energy to it. But you forget you got these 2 cups behind you. And again, with the Temperance in the last reading, when I was like, she got them cups, and the 6 of Cups, and I was like, the universe is handing you a cup, baby. Those are the only 2 cups that you need to balance. But I see you releasing that with the 9 of Wands. Again, 9 is the end of cycle. 5 is change. Like you're embracing this change, which is good. I see you really releasing, like letting your guard down. Like you're no longer going to be worried about, I want to say what Steve did. Baby, Ace is good in spades and in blackjack. Ace of Cups. You got my dog hype, y'all. And the Ace of Wands. Both talks about, like, Ace is talking about new beginnings anyway. But this, again, as you see, these hands, these random hands from God, it can only be God coming out the clouds, handing you stuff that you can work with. Like, you're going to be, once you release this, you're going to be so full of, like, passion, emotional reciprocity. Like, again, you have these new beginnings being handed to you. And only thing you have to do is just live in your power. Do what you already said that you were going to do anyway, okay? You've already made this decision about this thing, this person, this job. It could be whatever. You already made the decision, baby. You just got to do it, live with it, stick with it, because this is what's coming for you. It's like unclogging the fucking toilet. Let the shit, let it go. Let's get that shit out of there so that it can flow. So you can be in this flow with this 10 of Cups here, okay? And flow with the J of Cups that talks about your ideas. And that came, dang, the J of Cups came up too. And I pulled all the cards, but those were prominent. Those were very prominent. So, what's going to help and hinder? Oh, let me put your cards back out here. Y'all new future. Your new. Because again, think about energy, it updates constantly. And the spectrum that we live on confuses people's energy. So we're constantly updating what our future is going to be until we just kind of accept whatever comes. But the reality about it is, like, you are often being called to, here we are. I got to show y'all what I see. You're often being called to get what you want. Just to really think about it. It's like if you really put thought into what you want out of life and then make those decisions to get that, then you definitely can have it. But again, there's a lot of energy out here set to confuse us also. Making us feel like we want stuff that we really don't want. 7, just lessons. Okay. Yes, there is an evilness that's after human consciousness. I do believe in that. I do believe in that. And once you're at your lowest, that way, you know, we can't build great societies here. And once we're at our highest, don't you think that if we were all functioning at the level, because they tell us we only use 10% of our brains, baby, you have a whole brain. What you think it's there for? You only think that you're only using 10% at a time? No, baby, use that whole thing, because we do so much unconscious shit. Come on now. Don't get me to preaching. There is an evil out there that's trying to stop us from using. And I feel the nanobites up in me. Because every time I start talking about this stuff, I feel the difference in my energy. But anyway, it's another topic, another time. 9 of Cups, okay? So it looks like you guys are in your pride about something. Yeah. Because I was going to say, or maybe this is alkulates. No, we got the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Okay, but this is being presented to you to end these cycles, because I see again with the Page of Cups coming up here and the Queen of Cups, something that you really want, has been after, have like cradled emotionally. And with the Page of Cups again, these ideas that are coming up, it's like it's here for you. Ace of Wands. It's the reason that you just, okay. With the Star card in reverse, you just don't feel like, or you don't believe that it's actually out there for you or it's here for you, okay? Because it's like you do have a passion towards something, especially like with your emotions just being so rooted in it. But you're so stuck in your pride about it, or whatever this is. You're stuck in your pride about it because you just feel like you ultimately cannot have it. What's going to help and hinder y'all? Y'all can have it. It's here for y'all. It's in the works already. And again, laying your foundation. It's your foundation. You choose what you want to lay it with. You choose how it's going to look when you lay it and how sturdy it's going to be. It's your foundation. So lay the fuck your foundation. Help, hinder. I see a love relationship here. And I was drawn to the hearts too because I was kind of playing. But no, I actually see a love relationship here. Someone who is like interested in like sharing their energy with you. Sharing their thoughts with you. Someone who's ideal with the Ace of, this is what's going to help you. It's Ace of Swords. And then you have, the Ten of Cups came up again. The Ten of Cups, but guess what came up behind it? The Five of fucking Cups. Remember when I was telling you that you looking at these spilled cups? Again, and I said this to Capricorn. What are you going to do with the juice? You going to what? You going to pick the sand out of it? That milk juice is spilled. You can't do nothing about no sandy ass juice. Okay? Because that's what's got you not wanting to go after the things you want or not feeling passionate about it. Because this is all, energetically, again, you've been in your head with the swords. You've been lacking this passion. And it is because you are still stuck and holding in this energy. 3 and 3. Here we go. Again, going towards this Three of Swords where it's just like, again, but it's about understanding your own feelings, okay? But in the traditional Three of Swords, this is like heartbreak, okay? But it is for you to understand your own feelings. But if you want to, and which is why I do these readings, to have a heads up about what's going on, it is because you're stuck in this energy where you're just like, well, why? What? Trying to pick sand out of spilled fucking wine. Girl, go buy you another wine. So again, loss of passion. Refusing to step into this call-in, this judgment card in reverse. Or at least you're judging yourself. What's going to help you is to release this, okay? Release this inner conflict. Because I see you not wanting to, like, move on from it. Because, again, it looks like it's some... Let me put these cards down. It only looks like something that you want. But you really don't want that. And it's because you need to release yourself from self-limiting beliefs. 7 of Pentacles here. And y'all just look at the pictures. The pictures tell the story. You not wanting to move on. Look at that. You ain't trying to go nowhere. And it is about something 7. Again, there's a lesson in this. With the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, this could be stuff that you want. You remember we saw the 7 of Cups. We saw 7 of freaking hearts floating down the dang river down. You hear me over there? You remember that? This is this card in reverse that talks about your wishes. But with it being in reverse, it's like something that you don't want. And it's being clarified with the 7 of Pentacles where this person is looking like, damn, I put this energy into this, but it's still not what I want. It's because you need to free yourself from self-limiting beliefs with the 8 of Swords. She ain't attached to none of these swords. These are just things that you think about. Things that's on your mind. You can walk away from it anytime. It's rooted in, as with the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm getting somebody's mom because the Empress came up to clarify it. So, or like a motherly figure, someone, Queen of Cups, Pentacles would be someone feminine who is financially providing, or at least energetically, she King and Queen Pentacles, they got money, or at least they're financially providing, okay? But with the 3 of Wands, it's like you're waiting, or yeah, it's like you're waiting on something to be, you're waiting on something to come in. This 3, oh, I see it now. It's like you're withholding. You're waiting, okay, so you're withholding this, because with the Pentacles also talks about your energetic currency. Like you're withholding this Queen of Pentacles energy because you're waiting on something to come in. You're waiting on someone to make you feel like a woman. No, with the Empress, it's like it's like you're waiting on like Empress is like creative energy and also like inspiration. It's like you're waiting on inspiration. Okay, it's gonna help you. Yeah. Okay, so you're being asked to free yourself from like trying to control like these friendship dynamics. I ain't trying to do it, brain, but it's, look, you're being asked to release with this Two of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and then what's in front of it was the Death card, and that is your transformation and you wanting to move forward. And it's like what's going to help you is to free yourself from trying to control like these. And the way I see soulmates is there are a lot of people who you're going to be attracted to, who you may have interactions with, that you can call your soulmates, because like just on an ancestral level, we do make these connections that are important for us. They call them soul contracts. People are here to, it's cliche as fuck, people are here to teach you things and da-da-da-da-da-da, but traditionally with the Two of Cups, it talks about, they called it the soulmate card. This is why you're so drawn to certain people. Okay? But it was here for you to get this big transformation. It was here for you to set new groundworks. Okay? Because, again, with the Two of the Hangman in reverse is for that perspective. And the perspective is what you don't want. What's going to help you, because you got some energy coming in. Yeah, you're coming out of this hermit mode. So you're coming out of kind of like being to yourself. What I see kind of holding you back is like with the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then the Chariot card in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse. It's like you're refusing the Five of Pentacles. Look at that. You're refusing to walk away, or you're refusing to end a cycle that makes you feel unconfident. It's like you're holding on to that or something like that. It's like you don't want to be triumphant and not. Yeah, Queen of Wands definitely is a very passionate person who goes after what they want. This is kind of like an excuse for you to not go after what you want. The Sun card, and this is talking about love relationships. This is talking about like your future with the Sun card and the future of, you got the Lovers, the future of your love relationships. And this could be your passions too. Lover card talks about passion if we're talking about career here. But the Sun card definitely is everything that you want. You got the sunflowers. It looks like, yay, shining. But it's like you're afraid to go after it. Like the page, it's adolescent. Like this is like adolescent energy that it's just like you've adopted it into like your identity. But it no longer is serving you. Page of Cups in reverse and Page of Swords in reverse. That talks about like just adolescent, like you could think about, because the page will be like the child and then the knight will be the teenager. So this is like childhood, like energy, childhood ideas, childhood emotions that just aren't working for you anymore. Okay. I do see a King of Wands here. We're talking about a feminine and a masculine. Definitely in the works with the Wheel of Fortune, if you're looking, someone who matches your energy as the Queen of Wands. But it won't come in until you get your energy together, okay? You have to feel triumphant in yourself. You have to, when I see the Six of Wands, especially it being here with the Four of Wands and the King of Wands, because the King of Wands, again, that's that very confident energy, very charismatic, and again, entrepreneur energy, and you have to be in that energy in order to bring this in with the Wheel of Fortune here, okay? Yeah, so you just charging after Three of Cups in reverse, things that just don't, and with the Temperance, you know it's not going to work out. But yet you keep charging after it, like, because you want to bring a fresh new idea to it. It's like you're just trying to try it with different angles with this Knight of Wands. Again, that teenager energy towards it. It's like you bring fresh energy towards it, but you know inevitably it's just not going to work out with the, again, Three of Swords showing up at the back of this. So what's going to help you is to realize that this is here for you. With the King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups, which is talking about complete happiness. Again, Ten of Cups came up, Wheel of Fortune here. Your ideas, and with this King of Cups right here, your ideal mate, your ideal masculine. Taurus is a very feminine energy anyway. Well, it's a feminine sign. Again, someone who doesn't mind putting in that effort, putting in that time with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Because when I look at it this way, you see this man, he got this little scale, and I guess he thinks he's doing right by having these people on their knees getting crumbs from him. What is that? Is he giving them coins? It looks like little breadcrumbs, but in reverse, I see that as like, okay, someone is not like looking upon what they're doing for you as charity. Like, just kind of like a Robin Hood effect, like stealing from the rich and giving to the poor with that. Okay, so what's going to hinder you guys? Got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Magician, World card, Knight of Cups. What's going to hinder you guys is not listening to your intuition. I see you guys with the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. It's like you sit up and plan what you're going to say to certain people. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles, like things are just not working out. It's like, again, Four of Pentacles coming up next to this Three of Pentacles in reverse when you've been having this Three of Pentacles come upright this whole entire time. But this person that you're standing up, the Five of Swords is right here too. And again, we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is basically saying, like, again, whoever that you're spelling this time, again, you're staying up with the Queen of Swords, someone who's very analytical. She speaks her mind. But with the Nine of Swords, anxiety, that's my anxiety card. It's like you're staying up at night trying to figure out what to say to this person. And it's just like Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're not really even receiving from this person, but that's why you're staying. It's like here, Five of Swords. You're staying there, just seeing if you're going to receive something from that person. And again, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you're working yourself silly over something, again, because it's like you just cut out your intuition altogether. Because we got the High Priestess in reverse and the Moon card in reverse here, where it's just like you just, everything that you know, you just refuse to fucking listen to it. Why? Knight of Cups in reverse. This is a person who's like, and again, a very adolescent energy. This is the teenager who